Flosstube, I'm Dawn, and welcome to the Mindful Needle. I want to welcome back my subscribers, and for those of you who are new, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, and I'd like to invite everybody to make sure you hit the like button on my video and ring the bell. That way you're notified when I upload some new videos. So if you could do that, that would be great. I've just been so amazed at the response I've gotten and the kind comments that I've gotten in the comments below, and some people have sent me direct messages and stuff, and it's been a wonderful experience so far. So, and I like doing this. I really enjoy sharing what I'm working on and my new designs and other people's designs that I'm doing and some of my finishing. And in fact, today we have a FFO, bit of a parade here. I've got a few finished objects. It's because I ended up with a little extra time on my hands this week. If you watched my last video, you know that my brother and his family were supposed to come up for a visit, and we found out the day before they were supposed to leave, actually, that 2 days prior to that, my brother had been exposed to COVID-19. He was wearing a mask. They were social distancing, and it was a meeting for work. And but somebody that was in that meeting came down with it, so he had been exposed, and we all talked about it. And since my parents are in a higher risk category, they are older, they're in their low to mid 70s, and they do have health conditions that make them a little more susceptible. So we decided it would be a better idea to push off the visit. So far, nobody has come down with it in my brother's family that I'm aware of. So we're fingers crossed that the beginning of November they'll be able to come up for a visit. So looking forward to that. I had extra time on my hands, so because all my plans for the week had fallen through, so I did a bunch of finishing. And if you follow me on Instagram, I did post a picture the other day of one of my projects that I was working on my table, my cutting board and everything, that I was cutting fabric, and yeah, I spent a bunch of time finishing the other day, and I was really excited. So actually, I think I am going to start with the FFO parade. So I'll move that over. The first one is not a complete FFO. I still need to find a little bit more. I'm not sure exactly how I want to complete this. I know I'm going to put a bow on it and a couple of other things, but I'm not completely sure. But this is my summer design, and this will be released soon, as soon as I get this completely finished. And I'm hoping maybe later this afternoon I can work on this and get it completely finished. But here it is. This is my 4 seasons summer. This is the last season that we've been waiting for. So here it is, almost finished. I want to put a trim around here and something down here to hide where this trim comes together, because there's a bit of a gap, so I need something here. But it's coming, and it's very close to being a complete FFO. So there will be this will be released, I'm hoping, by Monday at the very latest. So be on the lookout for that. If you follow me on Instagram, and you will know when this is released. So that was 4 season summers. Now, the other 3 I completely finished. These are all FFOs. So the first one I'm going to show you is from Pedal Pusher. It's called You Witch. And it's just cute. This is her Halloween Hoedown series. So maybe if I hold it over here, it'll be better. Halloween Hoedown series. She has a whole series of farmyard animals dressed up for Halloween, and they're all adorable. I'm partial to sheep, so I got the the witchy sheep. So that one I finished as a small pillow. And here it is. I know I used a 28 count fabric. I don't remember exactly what it is. Looking at it, it looks like it's an even weave, so it may be a Lugana. I am not sure, but it's a beige color. But I do believe I used all the called for flosses, and in fact, I think, yes, all the floss is DMC, so very easy to make sure you have all the called for flosses. So I like this. This is going to be, when I'm done with this video, this is going right out with my Halloween decor, which has been up all month. All right, the other one, oh, I was going through some of my old patterns, and no, actually I was going through fabric. I have a bin of fabric, just miscellaneous fabric. It's not marked. I don't know the counts on it. There's no label to tell me exactly what it is. Some of them had some labels, some of them didn't, but they didn't all have counts. So I spent the other day marking out an inch and then counting threads and marking them all down so I at least know the count. And I pulled out some fabric and I was like, wait a minute, what is this? And I opened it up and there was a completed project. And I'm like, oh, I remember stitching this years ago. So, and I've never finished it. So I thought, okay, put that in my finishing bin. And so I managed to finish that up. It's a very old, I say very old, 1999, if I remember right, because I looked at it before I started the video. But I believe it's 1999. Where did I see it? Yes. It's a Lizzie Kate. It's Charity and You. Let's go over here. And I stitched the We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And I came across that and I thought, you know, I need to finish that and put that out this year. I love it. Again, it's the sheep. I love sheep. So I went through my fabric stash, found some fabric that worked, and ta-da, we have a little, well, not a little, but a small pillow. So I'm really happy with this. I had a little trouble because the fabric, and don't ask me what it is because I have no idea. This came out of my unmarked stash. But I put a lightweight interfacing on the back, and no matter what I did, I had trouble getting it completely smooth. But it's not too bad. The camera's really picking it up, but it's not as bad when you look at it in person. So, but I thought this was really cute. I love the red buffalo check with it. It works really well. The camera's not picking up the colors as well, but it does work quite well with it. So I'm real pleased. So that will be part of Christmas decor this year. Set that one down. And the last one that I finished was my Silver Creek sampler, Freedom Reigns. I've shown you that finished stitch, and I finally completely finished it off. I had trouble. I didn't get it quite centered on my fabric, but so it was a little closer to the top than I would have liked. So it made it a little more difficult to frame. And I didn't want to get a special frame for it. I thought, you know, I can frame this. It'll fit in an 8x10. And if I get some fabric to go across the top and the bottom, then I don't have to worry about the fact that I'm a little too close to the top of my stitching fabric. I can make this work. So I found a frame at Hobby Lobby, and I found some fabric that I really liked at Hobby Lobby, and I framed this. So this is from Silver Creek Samplers, and it's called Freedom Reigns. And I just sewed some fabric on the top and the bottom here, and I kind of like it. It's almost like it's been matted, but it's not matted all the way around, but I really like how it came out, so I have to now find a place to hang this up. All right, that's it for FFOs, but I do have at least one whip I can show you. I have two things that I am working on, but one I can't show you yet, and that one may be a while before I can show you. But the first one is I did start my Loohoo stitches fluffed again with the sheep. It's kind of the theme of the day, I guess, is sheep. So I started this. I'm a little bit perturbed because I believe I'm off by one row, and so I put it down, but this is what I have so far. In fact, let me pull this up a little bit more. So there we go. That's what I have done so far. So yeah, this is not quite matching up the way it's supposed to. So I have to figure out what I did wrong, and if I'm gonna frog and tear out or adjust and go on. So I am just not sure how I ended up off a whole row. So I have to look at that, but I do have fluff started. I will tell you a little bit about the other project I am working on. Oh, I should tell you the fluffed, I am working on a 28 count raw natural cashel. And I believe that was what was called for. Yes. And I am using all the called for colors, which is a mix of DMC and Weeks Dye Works. Yes, 3 DMC and 4 Weeks Dye Works. So the other project I am working on is about a month ago, Just Cross Stitch magazine sent out to everybody, all the designers that have contributed before, and those of us that won the ornament contest. They sent us an email. They're looking for submissions for the 2021 July-August summer issue. So I immediately started working on a design, and I sent in my preliminary chart, and I'm just waiting to hear back as if they're going to publish it or not. If they don't publish it, I do like it. I really like it. So I am stitching it right now, and I'll make any changes I need to the chart, but right now I am stitching it and I am loving it. And so if they don't accept it for publication, which they may not, we'll have to just wait and see. But if they don't, I will publish it myself because I really like it and I think it's cute, and it is summery and I like it. So that is that. I do have one other thing I want to show you. These are FOs. They're just not FFOs, and I'm thinking I need to get these finished. If you've watched some of my past videos, you will know that I do work with Judy of JBW Designs, and in fact she's been kind of like my mentor, and I do enjoy stitching her designs as well. I have quite a few of her designs, and I started a few years back stitching. She has a Christmas tree collection, and she has 2 trees in each little booklet, and in fact I should have a couple of them right here. I got a few of them right here. So she has, hold them up on this side, each one has 2 trees, and then she stitches them over 2 threads or 1 thread. So I have the entire collection, all 10 of the pattern booklets, and I have slowly stitching trees. So I think I might be inspired after I did all this finishing the other day. Some of these have charms and beads that need to be attached, and I need to do that. But I have on this fabric, I got two. I finally got smart. Instead of using such a big piece of fabric for one tree, I finally did two on it. So I have those two. I have this one. And these were just all 28 count pieces of fabric that I had lying around. I had that tree. And I have quite a few of these. I got a lot of them done. That one. This one. Oh, this one has the charm on it. It has that little heart from Just Another Button Company, that little tiny heart at the top. So that one's ready to be finished. And this one. Just a few more here. I did not serge the edges of these, and I should have done it. Well, I don't have a serger, but I do my zigzag stitch on the edges usually, so I don't know why I didn't on these. And that one. After this, three more. That one. And most of these are so quick and easy, you can do them in an evening. Just a good evening or two of stitching, and so they stitch up fairly quickly. That one. And then these are from Tree Collection number 9, and she did these on red, and I didn't have any red fabric. And I thought, I'm going to do something different, and I had this really pretty green, this forest green fabric in my stash. So I did these two trees on the green. So I need to finish those up. I do have one tree that is in progress on my little Q-snaps here. And that's the one I have in progress. So we'll see how many I can get done this year and get them up on my tree. So maybe there'll be a FFO parade of trees coming soon to a Flosstube near you. Let's see. I think that's it for this week. That was a lot to show you. So I thank you for joining me. Again, I invite you to subscribe and hit that like button, and make sure you ring the bell if you want to be notified when I release new videos. I am been kind of thinking and planning out some kind of help videos for cross-stitching, learning how, different types of fabric, how to figure out how to cut your fabric, what size, how to determine if you're going to use a different count fabric than what the pattern originally calls for, how you can figure out. I just bumped my table and shook it. But how you can figure out what size fabric you need, how big you need to cut it, and share all that. So if you don't have an application on your phone or your tablet, your iPad or your Google tablet or something that you can, just it's pretty easy math. Calculator, and that's really all you need. So I'm thinking about doing some videos to talk about that. So just go ahead and ring that bell, and then you'll know when I release new videos. So thank you again for joining me. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you next time. Happy stitching.